Are you feeling overwhelmed? I'm feeling so overwhelmed. I remember my first open, my only other open day that I came for. I was on my way to buy shoes. And then I came and I'm hearing Caroline Mutuku, okay, those are floss sets. You don't need them. There's floss sets and assets. Are your shoes an asset or a floss set? I'm like, oh my God, did she know? So yeah, that was the moment when I decided to do Centonomy. My name is Brenda Wacuka. Can you guys just stand up and shake it all off? Stand up and just shake it. Whew. Lots of information. Shake it all off. Come on, shake it. I know you can. Okay, sit back down. Yeah? Feeling better? Okay. So what is this? 1,000. What is this? Money. This is money. Most of us know what this is, and very few of us know how to turn this into this, right? Many of us know how to turn this into this. And even better, to this. And thank God for M-Pesa, you know? So my conclusion after doing Centonomy is that many of us, we don't understand money. Money is simple and it's complicated, okay? Child's play, just a few beers, lunches, and whoop, card declined. I'm so sorry, I'm having problems at the bank. God, I can't wait for end month. How many times have you said that? I didn't want to say that, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm 20, and that's why I'm here. So division and subtraction were always easy for me, and it's easy for all of us to turn this into this. Multiplication, not so much. And you know, the world is divided. The world is divided along many boundaries, okay? There's race, gender, religion, tribe. But the most dividing divider is between the haves and the have-nots. It's a problem. Poverty is a problem that is made bigger and bigger because of ignorance and can only be solved by practical knowledge. That's what Wacuka is trying to do in her own way. She wants to teach you something that you don't know. Life is not as simple as it used to be, says Mom. There was once a time when go to school, get a job, get married, settle down, retire, pretend your life was actually pretty awesome, and then die, worked. Not anymore. There was a time. But then schools nowadays, they don't teach you what you need to know. Your job doesn't actually use the skills that you're good at. And marriage is complicated. And retirement, they didn't give you enough money. So you see, that was how life was. That's the past tense, and now we're in the present. The time is gone. We are in the YouTube generation now, okay? We're in the WhatsApp, the Facebook, the Twitter, the Skype, the Instagram, and we're being squeezed so tight to one another, and all is a make-believe that the world is actually a really, really small place. The I world is upon us. And if you do not move with the times, you will be left behind, broke. You have no excuse. You've been to this room. You think education is expensive? Try ignorance. Now, I have a list. Number 1, Centonomy will not make you a millionaire. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to break that bubble to you, but it won't. It will inform you of the gap that exists between you and the millionaire mindset. Do you understand? It will inform you how far away you are from that. And that gap might scare you. That gap might propel you into action. Whatever you do with that gap is up to you. And by the way, a millionaire is not a person who has a lot of money, but whose character boasts wealth and attracts it swiftly. What do you want to be when you grow up? Number 2, Centonomy is not a selfish cause. You know, maybe we shouldn't even call it Centonomy. Maybe it should be Centonom us, okay? I'm glad you want to make money. I'm glad. It touches my heart. But nothing great was ever accomplished alone, okay? Make use of the people you meet in class. Make use of the ideas you have together. Make use of the collective, and understand that you're not on this earth to uplift your own mindset into wealth, but everyone else around you. Even the watchman. Why not? Number 3, Centonomy will teach you things that you wish you knew a long time ago. Seriously. You might say or hear oftentimes, oh, I wish I knew this 10 years ago. Then maybe my life would have turned out differently. Be quiet, I say to you. Life is not lived for regrets. The universe is not kind to those who are unwilling to learn. Life is for growing and moving forward. Everything that you have been through in life has led you up to this moment, up to this instant of time with me, Brenda Wacuka, talking to you. You have been prepared for this moment. It's not about age, status, or the choices you've made in life. Wipe the slate clean. You're being given a new start. Don't squander it. The universe is very fair, by the way. Number 4, calculating your net worth will be an interesting exercise. I sit down next to a man and my net worth is 0. Gosh. The man next to me has a net worth of almost 30 million. Wow. But he's also in debt of 45 million. Suddenly, the number 0 is pretty nice. But then again, he probably pays more attention in the good debt versus bad debt class. See, I don't have a pay slip. I don't know what an amortization schedule is. These things I'm getting to know now on Wacuka's PowerPoint. Some of you have known these things already, and even though they may have impacted you negatively, you're wiser. You've been to the bank. You've had that conversation. You have that lawyer. So no regrets. This is something you do when you're prepared to do it. Number 5, you're going to go through phases when you do Centonomy, especially when you do the spending tracker. 2 things could happen to you. You either become super stingy or super paranoid. I became so stingy. Wacuka, you want to go for lunch? Lunch where? Lunch where? What are you talking about? Ati twende Java. Why Java? You can come visit me in my house, okay? We have the onions, we have the potatoes. We can make the fries at home, you know. Hadi, you're even calculating how much a potato costs as you're peeling it. The gas, the oil. You become so stingy. No, I'm not coming for lunch with you. Ati, let's go out. Let's go out for what? Ati, there's an event. Which event? Advance, it's just 1,500. 1,500. What are you talking about? Huh? Alafu drinks itakuwa tu okay. Alafu we'll just come back home. Seriously? You become so stingy. That's one. You don't want to spend any of your money anymore unless it's absolutely necessary. Or you become paranoid. You don't want to track your money anymore because you're scared. You look at it at the end of the week and you're like, God, no. I did not spend 15,000 this week. I didn't. So you just take my money and go, unataka receipt? Apana, staki. Chukua. Apana, please. You're there at your ATM. Would you like to print? No. Just give me the money. So that happens to you. You go through phases. And I remember in Centonomy, I was telling Wacuka, what do you do when the people around you are not on the same wavelength as you? What do you do? You're all on this positive, wealthy mindset, and you see people spending money around you, and you just want to sit down with them and tell them, why are you doing this? So I decided to start tracking my mother's money. My mother always writes down how much she spends, but she never adds it up. So I started adding it up for her. Hey, mommy, fuel this month was 20,000. Guy, 20. You know, you have to have those conversations with your parents when they're seated down and tell her, I think you have a serious problem and you need to stop. You know, because I'm like, Mom, there's 100 bob I can't find. There's 100 shillings I can't find. Or she goes to a birthday party. And she decides she's gonna, because she didn't buy a present, she's just gonna give 2 Gs, just like that. Wacuka is there at the end of the day. Mom, you're 2,000. Ulikuwa unafikiria? By the way, you could have bought her chocolate for 300, a card for 100, and it's a wrap. You know, so tracking your money will be... Exactly. Hallelujah. So tracking your money will be a very interesting exercise, but just do it. So my mom is like, let's go on holiday. Holiday where? Ati wana ngapi room and board? Ni sawa, tutaenda to lunch. Tunaweza kukaa nyumbani. It's okay, it's Christmas, it's fine. It's been a tough year, we don't have to spend money. You see? So yeah, I'm okay, now I was speaking to the general population now, so now I'm going to speak to the younger people. There's a lot of young people in this room. The youth is not a they, it's an us. We're here. We're 65% of the world's population, so I'm sure 65% of the people in here are young people. So we're at a point in our lives when we have so much energy, such little responsibility, even less of an understanding of money, and there's so much hype around us. You don't want to miss the next Blankets and Wine, no. I'll see you at the next Thursday Night Live. Of course I'll go for 6 a.m. event. What are you talking about? Wacuka, wanaenda Westi, halafu Langata, halafu Karen, halafu Hurlingham, halafu kesho tunafanya Coffee Java, na kina Jemu wanasema tufanye road trip Naivasha. Hey, living the high life. And it's true. We're high 90% of the time. And the numbers add up. I told you, I became that girl. Unaniambia 26 a.m. I'm like, please, just leave me alone. Leave me. Go, if you want to go and spend your 2,000 there, your 1,000, you just go. I don't have a job. I'm still living at my parents' house. I'm going to have to ask my mother for money. You just go. How do your friends are even calling you aside and telling you, Wacuka, it's okay, we understand if you're having problems, you know? We're here for you. It can't be that difficult. Now I look so poor, Hadi. Hadi, you have to talk to me, you know, and tell me what's going on. Lunches unakata, utaki kwenda out, lazima tukuchukue kutoka nyumba, you know, what is this? So, calm down. Just breathe a little. I think we're escaping reality. The other night, I was at a party, and I looked around, and the music was so loud. And the people around me yelling, dirty dancing, drinking, smoking, indulging in life in the most toxic ways, and they look happy. And they're all shouting and yelling, and everything is just crazy. And I imagine, what if the music was turned off? Just like that. It was all quiet. Maybe then everyone would have to face themselves, look at what they're wearing and think, I don't think I dressed appropriately. Look at the guy that they're dancing with and think, I don't think this is right. Maybe then you'd actually have to face what you're hiding from. And then you won't be able to numb yourselves anymore. I think Kenyans numb themselves quite a lot. Frankly, that's why I think we drink so much, because we're trying to numb all the problems away. Calm down and open your eyes. The walls will crash around you, and only knowledge will save you. Do Centonomy, why not? Save money from a few beers this year, go all out in a few years, you know, go all out, forget Mombasa, go to Hawaii. It'll be, yeah, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm not coming to Coast this December, I'm going to Hawaii in 3 years. By the way, and you're not joking with anyone, you went to Hawaii, no, bado ulikuwa hapo Coast, Malindi, yeah, Malindi. Honolulu, here we come, you know. So, do it, just save it. When you actually aren't using pesa ya mami na gari ya daddy, I love that. All these boys, oh, what's up, Brenda? What's up, mommy? And I'm like, the money in your wallet is not yours. The car you're driving is not yours. The fuel is not yours. Nothing is yours. And you're here expecting me to be impressed by you. Please, no. No. Take control of your life. By the way, let me tell you, I prefer a guy with ambition than a guy with money. Because if he has money, amefikishwa. You don't know, he's probably reached his limit. You know, but ambition, unaweza kumpush. You can push him. You can, as long as he has a plan. Just sit down with that man and say, sawa, acha tufanye hii kazi. For the next 5 years, tutaka pamoja. But in 5 years, we're not making that 5 million. Hey, tutafikiria. I'm okay with 0 shillings right now, but you know, have a plan. So, these are dark times to be a young person, let me not lie. Dark, dark times. And the guidance is abysmal. Old people aren't telling young people what they should know. Young people aren't telling old people what they should be telling them. You get what I mean? There's such a disconnect, and nobody's telling anybody anything. They just want to drink. That's one thing we all agree. Twende tukunywe. You know, let's go to shags, the young people go drink, the old people go drink. You know, and then one day it will be reversed and reversed. When are we ever gonna sit around the table together and talk? You know, so everything right now is everywhere, by the way. Cheap, free, easy, or so it seems. And you need to calm yourself, and you need to learn. As a young person, you need to learn about insurance, fixed and liquid assets, how to invest, and if you use your time effectively. You need to learn about the law and what the law says about money and property. Those are things you will learn at Centonomy, and you will be shock-edged. You know, when you're just like, guy, oh my God, you know, life is real. When a woman stands up and goes, I had no idea that on my payslip I had a standing order that was meant to be terminated 6 years ago, and it's still been running. You're just like, Atta, thank God I don't even have that job. By the way, ma'am, well, you see what employment is doing to people. It's good. Niko hapa too. So our parents grew up in a generation that was different, not as social media maniac as ours. Pull yourself apart once in a while and just look at everything. Look at where you want to be, and you will meet people like you. Trust me. Like, everybody who does this course, especially if you do it alone like me, you go through this thing where when you go back to the real world, people are still talking like the way you used to be talking 11 weeks ago. And you don't want to be talking like that anymore. So you're like, guy, now who's going to be my friend? You know, like all trust in God, yes, I'll read the Bible, but seriously, you know, I need someone to talk to. And you will find those people in Centonomy. You know, they say that you're the aggregate of the 5 people you hang out with, as Caroline said. I want you to just take a minute and think about those 5 people right now. Just think about those people. Imagine they are a part of you. There's once I did that in my life, and I was like, hey, God damn it, I am messed up. I am messed up. I am a procrastinator, a drunkard, a partyholic. I'm very ambitious, church-going, and gee, what? You know, you add up those people and you think, guy, Yani, this is what I am. So take that very, very seriously. You cannot go flying with the eagles if you're pecking around the chickens. You can't look or even aim for the stars if you're busy staring at your feet, trying not to fall over as you dance the night away. Centonomy will teach you things about yourself you never knew. You never knew. I'm a me. 60 years old and you're telling me that you're going to teach me something new. I'm a me. 20 years old and you're telling me to stop buying shoes. This is the place. This is the place. Last weekend was the best ever. Oh my God, we drank 5 botis. How many times have you said that? Doesn't it get boring? I mean, I literally, like, there was a time in my life where I sat down for 2 hours and I talked to people and I thought at the end, did I just talk about alcohol for 2 hours? As in my brain, that's what we were thinking about. Hey, last weekend tulikula sijui jemi ngapi, sijui this weekend tutakunywa nini, next weekend pia tutakuwa tukikunywa. I'm like, guy, it's shrinking, you guys, it's shrinking. So what did I gain from Centonomy? Okay, so when Wacuka Ndwati said, there's this time she talked about the mandazi opportunity, work that seems to be of low status. We ignore the mandazi opportunity in life. We were giving advice to someone who makes like 5,000 a month, as in that's all the money he has, and we were trying to tell him what should he do. So people said, make mandazis, make chapatis. And she was saying, why don't we make mandazis? Because we all want the cute little cake shop business. Now me, Brenda, being the way I am, I took a little bit too seriously. Kachukua hiyo mandazi opportunity hivyo mandazi. And I went home and I told the house help, kutoka kesho tunatengeneza mandazi. Dio, by the way, we are making mandazis and we're going to sell them in this store. So there I was, 1 week later, in an apron. Just look at me, in an apron at the gate with a stool next to me and a pot. Chapati? Chapati, unataka chapati? Yes, oh yeah, they're fresh. That was me. And that was crazy. I was like, God, like, when would I ever do this in my life? Courage. You know, sometimes you know what you need to do, but you need a course like this to tell you, go for it. We now supply breakfast to the Equity Bank Nairobi West branch. Isn't that cool? Centonomy does this thing whereby it makes you believe in yourself. By the way, Washeke kenyamazisha you. She kenyam. Like, I remember there was this time I was like, Washeke, now you see, I'm into arts, yeah? But what if, like, I make a painting? Nobody's into paintings. Who will buy the painting? And she said, have you even made that painting? Where's that painting? I buy it now. And I was like, well, it was all hypothetical. I just wanted advice. And she's like, make the painting, try and sell the painting, and then come and let's talk. So that's it. My life's passion is actually music and film. I want to be a musician. And when I started doing Centonomy, it's when I started getting really thinking about these things. And I remember in Centonomy, I started doing a play at the Phoenix, and then I ended up doing a short film, and then I was doing the Mandazi thing, and right now I'm also doing another play at the Phoenix for you theater lovers. You can go see it, it's running right now. And that was it, you know, courage. I was that chick at some Mnet auditions. By the way, I don't know if anybody saw me. Sitoki. I had somehow skipped the line because someone saw me and they told me enda tu hapo, and then I was being given drama ati madam unafanya nini uko number 273 na nilisema number 4, and I'm like sitoki. By the way, ka unataka kunibeba utanibeba. Stoki. And that's what the Mandazi thing does to you. You know? You gain courage. You know when you ask someone unataka chapo, and they as in, you don't exist. And that day you have removed the brightest smile for life. Chapo? Excuse me, Chapo, unataka nini? Okay, sorry, utaki Chapo. I'm sorry. Or I'm that chick who's like, unataka Chapo? I'm telling you, unataka Chapo. Lakini unataka Chapo. Okay, sawa, ni ngapi mbao? Unaweza kunipea moja? Hii paper bag inaweza kufit mbili. Just do it, and you will be amazed at yourself. At the end of the day, you're looking in the mirror and you're like, hey, Wacuka, we sold 12 chapatis today, holla. You know? So we need more people like this, okay? And that's why I was telling you, Centonomy is not it's not a selfish course. I don't know if you've heard of the saying, if you don't have a vision in life, you will work for somebody that does. All of us work for companies that have visions, and you don't like it. You want your own vision. But until you've not made up your mind, you're stuck with the vision that's been given to you. And it's okay. It's okay to work. It's okay, as long as your vision is aligned with the place that you're at. So, final notes. In this world, by the way, everybody struggles. Everyone is struggling. But I've noticed a trend whereby when we achieve something, it's all back then, my life sucked, okay? But now, my life is awesome. And you all should want to be like me. You know that feeling when inspirational people give you a talk. You feel like, God, they're just so far from where you are, and you just feel like, as in, I'm never gonna be that person who's saying, I'm doing this, ata farming, ata plot, ata nimenunua tunaanza. You know, it feels far, and you should know, and you should not believe too much in the disconnect. There's only one thing that differentiates us, and it's our minds. It's the quality of our thoughts. So it's all up there. It's all up here. You see, these conversations you're having, the friends you're keeping, the shows you're watching, they influence how you think. And if you just switch lanes, switch, like a train, when you switch, you end up somewhere so far from where you thought you were going. And that's what Centonomy does. It gives you, whoop, whoop, and then you go. So think new, okay? Start running, dream again. Doesn't matter your age, or dream for the first time. It really doesn't matter. Life is a sculpture. Life is a book. Life is a painting. You paint, you write, you sculpt. I bet you never knew how artistic you are. So learn a little and do yourself a favor. Do Centonomy. Now, my last part is, I remember one time in class we were talking about If you had to employ someone as the manager of your money, what kind of a person would you want them to be? Can you just give that to me? What kind of a person? Someone you give them all your money and you say, make more. Yeah? Huh? Honest? Aggressive? Stingy? Stingy? Sikupi? Stingy? Paranoid? Hey, you guys, let's be positive, eh? Huh? Disciplined? Reliable? Creative? Resourceful? Huh? Integrity with integrity? Huh? Innovative? Someone who'll multiply the money. Now you are employed as the manager of your money. Would you fire yourself? Chop, chop! Chop, chop! Can you imagine if you are employing yourself, you would fire yourself? Just think about that for a minute. You would not employ yourself at your own company. Can you imagine? Your own priorities at the bottom of your own list. That's a little bit messed up. Centonomy reminds you to bring yourself up to the top of the list. You would seriously, seriously need to get over yourself. Can everybody say, I need to get over myself?
I need to get over myself.
Again?
I need to get over myself.
Yeah, so do yourself a favor. Do Centonomy. Thank you.